Hey everybody, we are here today to do some catch-up. Today is day 24 and the prompt is very vintage, but I haven't done pockets or overlap, and pockets is always so quote-unquote easy for me, so I'm actually kind of struggling with that. So basically what I'm going to do is kind of combine all three of these: pockets, overlap, and very vintage, and just play a little bit with those because I have a handful of old vintage photos. Some, maybe all of these I have echo dyed on. I don't know if you can see like the little flower petals on this and the leaves markings. So yeah, they're vintage photos and I have echo dyed them. And I've got a few things going on my desk right now, so we're just gonna have to make do. As in, I'm gonna do my gluing right here. So yeah, playing a little bit of catch up. I don't like to play catch up. It's a little stressful to be behind, and I know there's not, a whole bunch of rules to this, so if I just needed to skip the days, I could, but I don't want to do that. Let's see if I can figure out what I'm doing here. So I'm back in this vintage photo of these two little boys in a window. I'm gonna have to sew these pieces afterwards, but you guys will at least get to see what I do with them before they get sewed. So I'll be making just a couple of journal cards, I guess. Pockets, I love to get the fly pages in an old book that have the library card pockets. I don't know why I like that so much. I just love them, and so I'll probably use them as my pocket and do something with them. So we have this vintage photo is almost like it's satin. It's got a weird texture to it. So anyways, I'm just going to do a little bit of collage on this. In the overlapping fashion. That's my idea anyways. And again, I'm just building my ephemera stash because I don't really have a project right now that I'm working on that's vintage. So let's see here. I'm just kind of getting rid of my white. my idea is to overlap these. I think this is like an administrative building, but I envision it as like maybe row houses, or a row house that these two boys are in. Looking out the window. Got a new bottle of glue, so it comes out really quick. Okay. I hope this glue will stick to this. Like I said, it feels like vinyl or silk or something. It's really weird feeling. Back in the heyday, it was probably an expensive photo because it was on that expensive paper. Try to bring that down a little bit. No. Cover up that little spot. And I should probably figure out a little word snippy snip. I thought I had everything ready, but I don't. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we have. So, what is going on with everyone? I feel like I'm out of the loop. I don't know why I feel that way. It's me that's been gone, not y'all. I spent the weekend with a friend of mine, an artsy friend of mine. Just hanging out, taking a break, not doing much of anything, except for talking about how we're gonna save the world, you know. Freedom for me. I'm not talking about anything, but just, you know, here's and there's. So, got that little break, and I finished up my latest storybook journal. So there is that. You know when you think you have a pretty full box of snippets or pretty good stash of something, but in the grand scheme of things, it's never anything you need. That's what I'm experiencing right now. So yeah, feel like these are stickers. Oh, you know, I always do this. I always dig through my snippet box and I forget about my sticker pads of word snippets. I always do that. Why do I do that? And I can almost always find a good snippet, word snippet in here. This says The Brothers. I wonder if I can find that in here. Luck be a lady. We'll see. Ah, it's right there. Well, that just made that so much easier. I'm going to go ahead and use my glue stick on it. And I probably shouldn't put it there. I probably should put it to this. Because again, this is such a weird... Let's see if there's anything else. The Brothers. Just looking through to see if there's anything. Together we will sit and rest. Okay. And also around this to get it attached, but there we go for some overlapping. Let's set that aside. And what else was I going to play with? I was going to play with this. I think it's from a box. It's maybe from a paper box because it's talking about single tone paper. I don't know, but it is a vintage photo of the outdoors, and I have this vintage photo of these little boys kind of on a same little fence. And so I want to give this some backing. See if I can cut straight. I'm going to give this some backing so it can be a journal card. That works. I won't be able to sew this because this is it's a really hard cardboard. So I gotta make sure I'm glued down pretty good. Went a little overboard with the glue. But that is likely because I've got a full bottle of glue. Not used to having that much glue hanging around. So let's try to salvage that for the next gluey spot. Let's do this. Oh, it dripped. I knew it would. It's sitting up there, but it dripped. Oh, well. Okay. There's that. And I'm thinking, in a kind of an overlap fashion, I'm trying to decide if I want to tear or cut. Kind of tricky because I don't want to tear away too much, because then you really won't be able to tell what the picture is and what I'm covering up. It's almost like it's a close-up. You know how they do like they zoom into detailed part. That's kind of my thinking with this. Excuse me, that was my stomach growling. I don't know if you heard it or not, but I gotta get this photo to lay down. It was old and crinkly. And this kind of, it fades into the background, like it doesn't really stand out. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. In fact, I think we need I think we need to like Mod Podge us down a little bit, because we don't want to lay down. So this is just a little glue bottle with some Mod Podge, and it has a little bit of glue in it, but for the most part it's Mod Podge. This will just kind of give us a coating. And it'll catch any places that are trying to pull up. Like right there. That bottom part don't want to stay down. Okay, let's kind of smooth this out a little bit. And we'll set that over there to dry, but basically that's what we got. We did a journal card. And we overlapped a vintage photo over it. Okay, there's that. Mess making. Okay, let me see what my options now are. Oh, I wonder if we could, let's see if we can add a little word snippet to that. Hey. A record of the past. We'll do that. Kind of like kind of like this, the card is present day, and this little, it's almost like a memory of these two little kids hanging out on the, okay, that works. What else? What else? What else? What else? Pockets, 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 pockets. Don't know what to do with these. I have this girl here, and I thought about putting her, just using her as a pocket or as a journal card. Let's see here. How big are we? We are 1, 2, 3. Let me just trim her down a little bit and see what we can come up with. Okay. Y'all like my measuring? Telling you, I don't measure appropriately. Oh, see, there we go. Okay. So that works for that. Now let's see here. How do we want to do this? Do we want to or do we need to? I don't really think we need to back this. We may just need to trim it down. Let's see here. Oh, just put that on that one. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Need to get me a new spongy thing. This one's crumbling off. I want to cover up this history of the machine. Got glue all over my fingers. Let's see here. I wonder. I'm gonna piece this together and see if it works. It says it is a beautiful crown. Now I have a thought, if I can figure out where my thought is. Just bear with me a minute. Bear with me. Maybe it's in here. It's not in here, what I was thinking. Okay. Let's just see what else we can find. Not where you want them to be when you need them to be, kind of thing. But then when you're not looking for something specific, you come across it and you're like, oh, I gotta remember that's here. It's like I saw it the other day, what I'm thinking of. So I know I have it somewhere. Just my little boxes are not organized. And they need to be. I saw a while ago, it was a little wreath of flowers. And I'm thinking it would work as, we could chop it up a little bit, and it would work as a little crown, which would then therefore go along with the saying on this card. That's how confident I am that I've seen it here recently. That it's somewhere. I will find it, you know. When I figure out something else to do, I'll find it. Because that's what we do. That's how we do them. That's how we do things. That's the detriment of having too many pieces, too many options to choose from. Okay, let's go to this. Let's see what we can find here. It is a beautiful crown. So, Let's find a crown or a flower wreath. There's a crown. It's not really a woman's crown though, is it? That's more of a king's crown. I need more like a princess crown. We could cut up that. Decisions. So my friend Mary Ellen is doing this Junk Journal July as well. I mean, several people I know are doing this, but I find it quite fascinating that Mary Ellen, she doesn't look at her prompts ahead of time and study it and plan and all that. And so when she gets ready to sit down and create, she opens a box and figures out the prompt, and then she creates with it. And I think we're gonna go with this. And it just amazes me that she can just do that and come up with something. And I cannot do that. But the flip side to that is I feel like I come into this with a plan and it doesn't go as planned. So maybe I am doing it like she does it. Just kind of coming in here willy-nilly. I have a vague plan, but it doesn't always go as I imagine it to go. Because right at this current moment, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm pleased with it on this side. And this is, of course, from the sticker book that I don't really trust the sticker part, so I'm not too concerned with wearing the sticky off of it because I'm going to have to glue it anyway. So I'm just trying to get a closer fuzzy cut than the outline of the sticker. I like this side over here. I'm just wondering to what extent I need. I think I need that off too. So I applaud my friend Mary Ellen for just jumping into it and being surprised and tackling it as a legit challenge. But with that being said, even though I know the prompts, I still feel like I'm coming into this blindly. Maybe I'll use this since it's on that vintage paper, and we're not sure. It's on the vintage photo paper. Just need a little bit of glue back there. Okay, we are making her a crown. And we are, I'll sew around her. I'm going to leave the back of her like it is, because you can write on that. And I think do we want any? Or we can put it on here. That's true. So she'll tuck in there. I think we'll do that. Oh, I probably should have glued it because, you know, it's not going to stick. Just a little bit of glue. Trim that one off. Trim this one off. I'm gonna have to add some more glue because, again, these stickers in the sticker book are so pretty, but mine don't stick that well. Maybe everybody else has a better go at it than I do, but so yeah, see, it's still not wanting to stick. What's the dealio, Chilio? Do we need to trim you a little bit more? Yeah, maybe that did it. Okay. And this is popping up too. Okay, none of my stickers work tonight. None of my stickers are working. Oh, I wonder if ooh, I'm being messy tonight. Messy. Okay, so we have a pocket that she can go in. Why are you not sticking down? Is nothing working for me tonight? Okay. So, I, because nothing wants to work right, glue, all that good stuff, I'm going to call this quits for tonight. And, see what we can come up with tomorrow. So, yeah, this is kind of a catch-up video for day 22, 23, and 24, which is pockets, overlap, and very vintage. So I used all this vintage stuff, and we created a pocket, and we did some overlap, and again, we used some vintage stuff. So, so that's where we're at right now. Tomorrow is photograph. So I'm just going to leave this stash of vintage photographs out on my table, and we'll come back to it tomorrow. How's that? Like we never left. So yeah, I will stitch around this and stitch around her, and these will be, this and this wet guy will go in my stash. And yeah, we'll call it a day. Thanks for joining me. Apologies for, again, running behind, and this edge of this is not going to stay down. But like I said, I was out of town and just kind of sidetracked. So anyways, thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys tomorrow with photograph for Junk Journal July 2023. It's a month-long challenge that's hosted by Meg at Meg Journals. Her little hashtag that she's been using is Junk Journal July. You can search that hashtag and find what everybody else is doing. Lots of fun stuff going on there. So yeah. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.